According to the BBBEE Commission, in 2020, black ownership of the economy increased from 29% to 31%. It says management control also increased from 49% to 57%. Commissioner Zodwa Ntuli says the contributions towards enterprise supply development and skills development have also gone up.
What we are not seeing is that being translated to the ground, to the lives of people. We're not seeing any changes. We're not seeing the small businesses that have been developed through enterprise development, for instance. We don't see them being sustainable businesses in the market, then employing people, which was the intention, that when we develop these enterprises, then we create more opportunities for people to be employed. And so we're not seeing that. So the unemployment rate remains where it is. Instead, it is increasing. And then also in terms of the ownership, what we are not seeing, despite the percentages, the 31% that we are talking about, it doesn't match the voting rights and the control of the decision-making structures.
Over 42 kilometers from where the summit is taking place, Zinhle owns a small manufacturing business in Kliptown, Soweto. Utingolusha uses recycled material to create lamps and furniture.
As I grew up, I witnessed a lot of homes being burnt down by mismanagement of candlelights, and sometimes, lives are lost in the process. So I thought to myself that this is an idea, this is an opportunity for me to, make a change in my community.
Nkosi employs 6 people from her community. She says her experience of running a business as a black woman is that she's not taken seriously.
We are in a country that when you are young, black, and as a woman, you are hardly taken seriously. Even some of the government is now slowly opening up for opportunities for us, but we fight for them. You strive very hard to reach them. You need to prove yourself that actually you can, and especially in such businesses, manufacturing, like it's like a man's job. So you hear other people even asking it, like, what are you doing in the men's world?
The BBC Summit also explored access to funding and markets for small businesses. Nkosi says this too is a constant struggle.
The only challenge, I think, it's not yet easily accessible, because like myself, I have applied for funding in a number of government funders. But then I haven't really been successful in that due to, again, we come from the COVID, so there has been closed down and all that. So they want to see you working instead, without actually realizing that for some period of time, the business had to shut down and all that. And now it affected a lot of, income and sales forecast, that because we plan that by this time we'll have been made so much, but then unfortunately it happened, and it happened to everyone in any business.
The BBBEE Commissioner agrees that small businesses like Utingolusha still don't have the funding that meets their requirements.
It's funding that has got very, very high requirements, that does not promote sustainability of these people. And we continue every year to say why small businesses are failing. Let me just give it to you in simple terms. For instance, if small businesses are categorized according to size, it must be accepted that there are certain small businesses that should not necessarily be registering with CIPC. They should be allowed a framework to operate informally up until they get to a point where they are able to get into a formal structure that requires all of the other compliance triggers that they need to comply with. That is a fact. And if we forget that as government, again, it will be a problem.
Despite these challenges, Nkosi is still optimistic that her small business will grow and create much more needed jobs for the people in Kliptown, Soweto.
I should say I am proud, because it hasn't been an easy journey. But for the fact that I have employees that now they say they can feed actually their families from what we're doing here in this company, it's a good thing, and I'm very much looking forward in growing my employees in a bigger number so that I can touch different lives as well.
Diabo Seto, SABC News, Kliptown, Soweto.
All right.